from you. What do you think about that video?
Funny. Yeah.
And then you saw, remember I showed you the one on 50 Cent's page where they had the Jay-Z one where Jay-Z was like,
same dad bod.
yes, dad bod. Oh my goodness. I gotta say, you don't have the dad bod, babe. Like, you take care of yourself. Pound on that one.
Yeah, pound on that
Pound on that one. All right. Oh, you know what? This one, speaking of dad bods, mom bods. I'm 45 years old. I don't think I would want to go through the whole pregnancy thing. But I wanted to bring up this story because I want your opinion on it. 53-year-old woman gives birth to her grandchild. Now, what if I came to you and was like, babe, you done shot up the club and somebody came out hurt. We having a baby.
No way.
You don't want to start all over, right?
No, too old for that.
I know. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, but I would abandon you.
But she's having her grandchild, so she don't got to take care of it. So she's only holding it. So
this is true. Tonight, the Breonna Taylor story, Say Her Name, premieres on ABC at 9:00. And you remember the Breonna Taylor story. Police end up entering her home with her and her boyfriend on a no-knock warrant, end up killing her. And that was just a sad situation. Now, Michael Strahan, which coming from a football player's stance and now into an interviewer, I have a lot of respect for him because he is on it. Like, that interview he did with one of the police officers kind of gave me a little bit of chill. It was a little bit of the clip where he said, he asked the officer a question. The officer said, well, everybody wants to think it's a race issue when it's not a race issue. It's actually, once you see everything, it's just an unfortunate event. And that was crazy because we all know what happened. And being black people, we know what being discriminated against is like. That's Boris, our dog. He wants to join in too. But we know that firsthand.
Right, but we got to see what the facts say. I want to see what...
You want to see what it says?
I want to see all the evidence.
So we're going to watch that tonight and make sure you check that out too. 9 p.m. ABC, Breonna Taylor, Say Her Name. The next thing I want to go over is the whole runoff on January 5th down in Georgia. Now, right now, the country is in a shit show. I just saw in the news that the White House has stopped federal aid.
Wow.
So we're just stuck. Until Biden takes office. Now, when he takes office, the other thing we have to look at is, are we going to be able to work together? And as of right now, the Republicans actually control the Senate. With this Georgia runoff, the tables can switch. Just like Georgia was red, went to blue, it can be where Republicans don't have the majority anymore, and the possibility to have certain laws and bills passed would be better. So, Georgia, you have a huge obligation to get out there and represent and vote. The presidency was super important, but this here is a life and death situation. So, the candidates actually post up their views, their information on the Sunny Side of Life Facebook page. And when you do, a Republican already holds this seat. He's trying to keep the seat. And we have a Democrat trying to take it. There's actually another state too. And I got to look that up. There's another state too where it's important as well. And I'll actually have that posted on the Facebook page as well, so that at least you have all the information that you need. Last on the list I wanted to talk about is your boy, Elon Musk. He suffered from COVID.
Who's Elon Musk again?
That's the guy from the Tesla, the ugly cars.
Oh.
That being said, I wanted to bring it up because I know a lot of people is looking to get together for Thanksgiving, and please rethink that. There's a lot of people and doctors that are saying if you could Zoom it or, reschedule for next year, do that, because it's better to be safe than in the hospital or dead. So
Thanksgiving is not that important.
It sure enough is not. It's the same meals that we always have.
Every year.
Let's move on to the next thing is there's a segment that I wanted to bring in. Not that I have anything against any race or demographic or whatever, but I want to showcase more of young women, young Black women, women of color, because we already have a hard time in the world. So, I don't mind promoting all businesses, but I really do want to make sure that I look out, especially for women, because we do have a harder time. So with that being said, I'll also pass along the information on how you can submit your business and a short little bio about how you started your business at the end of the podcast. But a couple of people I do want to shout out is, for starters, Habit Boutique in Tulsa. Now, Shavana does have a website where you can order from the website, and I absolutely love her clothes. She, I believe, started maybe like 5 years ago. Babe, she has me on her page. Look, you remember this outfit?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
When I came to Tulsa to see you. You had that the pants on.
I sure did. Looking all fly. She is super dope, sweet woman, very dedicated, and she's so stylish. Like, when you see her pictures on her Facebook page, you're gonna be like, oh my God, the outfit is cute. So you could check out the Facebook page. It's Habit Boutique Tulsa on Facebook, or you can go to a website, habitboutiquetulsa.com. And another business I want to showcase. Now, I know Rain also from Tulsa, and I saw her journey on Facebook, going from, and I met her one time, going from just a woman finding her place to going back to school, becoming a makeup artist, and very talented. And this is what tripped me out. She came out with her own, like, cosmetic line. She has a lip balm, and she has like a lip scrub. She has a couple of items on her website. Now, some of them are infused with cannabis, some are infused with alcohol, some are not infused at all, but it creates great moisture in your skin, and we all need a good skin to be moisturized. You don't want them looking like the back of my feet right here.
Not at all.
That is just, oh my gosh. So I want to just give you her website so you could check out her cosmetics, which is called Queen and Cosmetics. It's queenshandmua.com.
Also like to shout out Village Barber Shop in Albany, New York.
Hey, Village. Is that Tyrone?
Yes, go see Brother Tyrone Barber, or you can see the good Deacon Reggie, the barber, also the owner.
Nice. So, shouts out to those businesses. We have Habit Boutique in Tulsa, Shavana, Rain with Queen and Cosmetics, and we also have Village Barbershop with Tyrone and
Reg.
And if you want to submit your business to get a shout out, feel free to do so. You can send me an email. Make sure you have a contact info on there as well in case I have some questions. Sunny Side of Life podcast@gmail.com. All right, so now it's time to hit that switch, babe. Let's get to the hot topic of the day. All right, so the episode is called I Want That Old Thing Back. This is very dear to me because now it's like 15, 16 years ago, right?
Yeah, 15.
Like 15, 16 years ago that we met?
Yeah.
Wow. We were just young whippersnappers.
No. We're talking 2002, so it's 18 years now.
18 years. Wow. You want me to start off the recap of how we met?
Sure, start the recap off.
Okay. So 17 years ago, I worked with one of your best friends, Don. Don, what's up?
Shout out to Don.
Yes. Still didn't come visit us, but it's all right. Right?
Right, he on the burn.
Yeah, you on the burn, Don. But Don, such a sweet person. I worked with him at a apartment complex. I was the leasing agent. He was maintenance. And he just has that personality that is just so cool and laid back. And one day we were just talking. He had braids. He's like, oh, you do braids? I'm like, yeah, I'll braid your hair. And I wasn't like the best, but I was like, shoot, I'm not going to turn down a couple bucks, braid some hair. You know what I mean? I know I'm all right at it. And so I went to Don's house. I braided his hair. And guess who shows up? Malcolm. You walk in the door and I was like, who's that? Because I was a hot whippersnapper. I was like,
Don called me and was like, hey, I got a hot young filly over here. Come check her out.
And you should have like walked through like, oh, okay, crack some jokes. You even like insulted the braiding. I got a little hot behind that, babe. You remember what you was saying to me?
Yeah, the braid job wasn't good at all. Wasn't good at all.
I was like, what? I'm like, they're okay.
I was like a 10 and under braid job.
Shut up. And so he came through being Malcolm. Super funny. I started laughing. Was like, okay. I was like, the braids is okay. Don't be saying that. But he definitely made an impression. And he was fine. Still fine. And after that point, the next day, I think it was, we was at work and I was like, yo, Don, your boy asked about me? And he was like, no. I'm like, what? Because, it's me. I'm like, I was looking cute. What are you talking about? And so I told him to give you my number.
I think I put a rose on your car that day or the next day or something.
I think so too.
I think that's what it was with the number or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. And that's how you started the bar.
Yep.
And this is one thing that I think solidified our friendship because you wasn't on me and wasn't trying to like get in the pants. Like you was actually very romantic.
Interested in you.
Yeah, you was. And we did go out on a couple dates and you was leaving roses on my car. That's one thing that I will never forget because I've never had anybody kind of treat me in that way. And you even went, when I told you that my brother owns the florist, you went to my brother and you got one of his glass roses and put it on my car.
Yep.
I just love that. And from that moment on, everybody that I dated from that point, I actually held them up to a certain standard that you had set because I haven't had anybody in my young life ever treated me with such respect like that and as an equal. And I really appreciated that.
But that's a mistake women make. You're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to do what? Set the bar?
Set the bar for everybody else.
Really?
Yeah, because then it's hard. Because you didn't find love until we got back together.
Yeah.
You set that bar. It's just like, I'm not going to date no women with no kids. Ever.
Yeah.
And I could have passed a bunch of them up that could have been suitable women for me, suitable mates. But since my mind was on no kids.
You could have missed out if that was your
Right.
standard. That's true.
No. So.
But it was meant for us. I never forgot about you. I always thought about you. With Don, I, would check up on Don, see how he was doing. And he would also say, oh, Malcolm's doing good. I'm like, oh, okay, well, just tell him I said hi. And we end up getting in relationships, like living our own life. At that time, we had a lot of things going. We were young kids, and our lives just kind of like separated.
Yeah.
and no fault of our own.